The words hit me like a physical blow. I need to find myself before the wedding, and I'm moving back in with my ex-boyfriend's family. My fiancée said this 2 months before our wedding. What she didn't expect was that I'd say, take all the time you need, then sell her ring, cancel our honeymoon, and use every penny for my own solo escape to Bali. Just 8 short weeks from becoming a husband, everything was locked in. The dream venue, the caterers paid, a honeymoon suite booked in Greece. My fiancée, Ashley, then 29, dropped the bombshell over breakfast that Monday. "Brett," she started, her voice tight, "I need to tell you something. I'm feeling really overwhelmed about the wedding." My first thought? Wedding jitters. Totally normal. I reached for her hand, offering comfort. "Hey, we can scale things down if you want. Your mom's been a little enthusiastic with the guest list." But she pulled away, her expression hardening. "No, it's not that. I need to find myself before we take this step." My coffee mug froze, halfway to my lips. Find myself? In that moment, a chill ran down my spine. Then came the kicker. I've been talking to Trevor's family. Trevor, her ex from college, the guy she dated for 3 years. His mom offered to let me stay at their upstate cottage for a few weeks to clear my head. The words hung in the air, heavy and absurd. "You want to stay with your ex-boyfriend's family to clear your head about our wedding?" My voice was flat, disbelieving. She rushed to reassure me. "Trevor won't even be there. He lives in Seattle now. It's just his parents and his sister." But that wasn't the point. "Ashley, we're getting married in 2 months." She started to cry then, not soft, sad tears, but frustrated, almost angry ones. "This is exactly why I need space. You don't understand. I've never been alone. I went from my parents to Trevor to you. I need to know who I am outside of a relationship." And then the ultimate excuse, his family. They're like family to me too. We were together 3 years. His mom is like a second mother. I leaned back, really looking at her. 3 years we'd been together, 2 years engaged. Everything we'd built, everything paid for. And now this. A cold resolve settled over me. "You know what? Take all the time you need." Her eyes, still wet, widened in surprise. "Really? You understand?" I gave her my most convincing, neutral smile. "Absolutely. Find yourself." She hugged me then, crying happy tears this time. "I knew you'd get it. I'll be back in 2 or 3 weeks. The wedding is still on, I promise. I just need this." She left that Wednesday, 2 suitcases packed, driving off to Trevor's family cottage. I saw her selfie later, posted on the road. Sometimes you need to step back to move forward. #soul searching. I watched her car disappear down the driveway. Then I waited. Exactly 1 hour after she was gone, I got to work. First thing on my list, the ring. A stunning 2.5-carat princess cut diamond on a platinum band. Cost me $18,000. I still had all the paperwork, the certificates, the receipt. Crucially, the jeweler had a 60-day return policy for unworn rings. We were on day 52. I walked into the store Thursday morning. The manager, bless his soul, recognized me immediately. "Mr. Brett, how's the wedding planning?" My smile didn't quite reach my eyes. "Change of plans. Need to return this." His face literally fell. "Oh no, what happened?" I looked him dead in the eye. "She's finding herself at her ex's place." He let out a low whistle. "Say no more. Let me process that return. Full refund. Every single penny. $18,000 back in my account by Friday." Next, the honeymoon. 2 weeks in glorious Greece. Flights, hotels, tours. A grand total of $7,800. Most of it non-refundable, of course, unless you knew how to work the system. I called the airline, citing a family emergency. The death of my relationship counted, right? They gave me a credit for future travel. Hotels were a bit trickier, but you know what's powerful? TripAdvisor reviews. I posted honest accounts about needing to cancel due to the bride having second thoughts. 3 hotels, out of pure sympathy, offered partial refunds. I recouped another $3,200. The wedding venue and catering were tougher. Deposits totaled $8,500. The problem? Ashley's name was on those contracts too. I needed both our signatures to cancel. Fine, I'd wait. By the way, if you're still with me, still wondering what kind of chaos unfolds next, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss the wild rides coming your way. That Saturday morning, I booked a flight to Bali. One way, $1,400, using the airline credit from the Greece cancellation. I found a breathtaking villa right on the beach. A month-long rental, a steal at $2,000. Pocket change compared to what I'd been bleeding for a wedding that was no longer happening. My boss was incredibly understanding. Take all your saved vacation, Brett. You were going to use it for the honeymoon anyway. I posted my first Instagram story from the airport. Just a picture of my boarding pass. No caption. Ashley's text buzzed in immediately. Where are you going? My reply? Me finding myself. Her next text was immediate, accusatory. Or this isn't funny. Brett. My response was just as swift. Neither is moving in with your ex's family 2 months before our wedding. She tried to justify. I told you Trevor's not even there. I just typed, me, enjoy the cottage. And then I turned on airplane mode. 20 hours later, I landed in Bali. The villa was insane. Private beach access, an infinity pool that melted into the ocean, an outdoor shower. The works. I posted a story from the pool, sunset, cocktail in hand, tagging the exact location. As soon as I switched airplane mode off, my phone exploded. 38 texts and 19 missed calls from Ashley. 12 texts and 8 calls from her mom, Karen. 15 texts from her sister, Brittany. My own mom, bless her heart, sent 3 texts, just checking if I was okay. I scrolled through Ashley's messages. Bali, we need to talk now. You can't just leave. What about the wedding planning? This is so immature. I'm at the cottage trying to work on myself, and you're partying. Then Karen's, Brett, honey, Ashley is very upset. Call her. This is not how adults handle problems. You're being manipulative. And Brittany's, with an extra sting. Are you seriously in Bali? Ashley is crying. Trevor just got here, boo. Surprise visit to see his parents. Ah, Trevor was there now. What a coincidence. I posted another story. Me, at a beach bar, arms slung around some friendly Australians I just met, huge smiles all around. Caption, finding myself, one new friend at a time. Ashley called while I was at dinner. I answered. Her voice was shrill. Brett, what are you doing? I took a bite of succulent grilled fish, eating the most amazing seafood. You'd love this place. I mean, what are you doing in Bali? Same thing you're doing at Trevor's, I said, my voice calm. Finding myself. That's different, she practically yelled. Ow, I'm working through things. You're just vacationing. Ashley, you were literally on vacation at your ex's cottage with his family for therapy. Self-reflection, she corrected. Cool, I countered. I'm self-reflecting too. In an infinity pool. With a mojito. Then the pivot. We need to talk about the wedding. I almost laughed. What wedding? Silence. A long, stunned silence. What do you mean, what? Wedding. Our wedding. Her voice was cracking. The one you ran away from ago, find yourself? That wedding. I didn't run away. I'm coming back. When? 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe 4. Maybe 4, she snapped. 8 weeks before the wedding. You need maybe 4 weeks at your ex's place? Stop saying it like that. Like what? I pressed. Like I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to better myself for us by staying with Trevor. He's not even here. Brittany just said he showed up. I reminded her. Another long pause. He just surprised his parents. I didn't know he was coming. Right, Brett? Stop this. Come home. My resolve hardened. I'm home. For the next month. Month, maybe longer. Still finding myself. She hung up. The next morning, I posted a photo of my breakfast spread. Fresh tropical fruit overlooking the ocean. Self-discovery tastes amazing. Day 5 in Bali, and I'd settled into a blissful routine. Sunrise yoga. Never done yoga in my life, but why not? Surfing lessons, exploring ancient temples, making new friends at beach bars. Then, my phone buzzed with an unfamiliar caller ID. Trevor. The audacity. I stared at it for a moment, then answered. Brett. Hey man, it's Trevor. I know who it is. I cut in, my voice cool. Look, this is awkward. You're staying at a cottage with my fiancée. Yeah, I replied, a bit awkward. She's really upset, bro. Bro? Really? Not my problem, bro. His voice escalated. You need to come back. She's a mess. She wanted space. I reminded him. I'm giving her space. A whole ocean of it. This is childish, he exclaimed. You know what's childish, Trevor? Running to your ex's family 2 months before your wedding. She just needed to think. And I need to think too. In Bali. Bye, Trevor. But he wasn't done. Just as I was about to hang up, he blurted, You know, she's been texting me for months, right? I froze. What? Just friendly stuff? But yeah, we've been talking. She said she was confused about the wedding. A searing anger flashed through me. And you didn't think to mention she should talk to her fiancé? Not my place, man. But it's your place to house her. I retorted. My mom invited her. Your mom, right? I hung up. Then, I immediately screenshotted the call log. Trevor called me. That was very interesting. That afternoon, Karen, Ashley's mom, tried a different tactic. She commented publicly on my Instagram story. Very mature, Brett. While Ashley works through legitimate concerns, you're playing games. This is why she needed space from you. I replied instantly, for all the world to see. You're right, Karen. She needs space from me. That's why I'm giving it to her. All of it. Permanently. She deleted her comment within an hour, but not before about 50 people saw it. My phone started lighting up with friends asking what on earth was happening. I posted a story of myself signing up for a cooking class, learning to make authentic nasi goreng. Hashtag growth mindset. Ashley texted again. Can you please stop posting stories? Everyone's asking me why you're in Bali. Tell them you're finding yourself. I replied. And I'm finding myself. We're both on journeys. Her, at Trevor's cottage. That's her journey, not mine. We need to talk about the wedding. The venues are calling me. What wedding? I shot back. Stop saying that. You literally left to figure out if you want to get married. I never said that, she insisted. You moved in with your ex to find yourself before a wedding. The message was pretty clear. I'm coming home. Cool, I typed. I won't be there. When are you coming back? She demanded. When I find myself. Be serious. I am. You set the precedent. Self-discovery is important, right? She tried calling. I declined. Posted a serene sunset photo instead. Day 10. The wedding vendor calls started. They couldn't reach me. New local SIM card, checking emails only once a day. So they called Ashley. The venue wanted to confirm the final head count. The caterer needed the last payment. The florist was ready to finalize arrangements. Ashley was in a full-blown panic. She couldn't make changes without me, couldn't cancel without me, couldn't even postpone without my signature. Then, a long email landed in my inbox. Brett, I know you're angry. I get it. Maybe I handled this wrong, but abandoning everything to go to Bali isn't the answer. We have contractual obligations. We have deposits we'll lose. Our families have made plans. I've had time to think, and I realize I made a mistake. I'm ready to come home and work through this together. Trevor means nothing to me. His family was just familiar and safe when I was scared. Please come home so we can fix this. My reply was swift and merciless. Ashley, I'm not angry. I'm in Bali. You wanted to find yourself with your ex's family. I wanted to find myself on a beach. We're both doing what we need to do. And then, the punch, regarding the wedding, you should have thought about those contracts before moving in with Trevor. Since you're still there, it's been 10 days. After all, I assume you're still finding yourself. I'll be back when I'm ready. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4. Enjoy the cottage, Brett. She absolutely lost it. Called my mom, crying hysterically. My mom, in turn, called me. Brett, what's going on? I calmly explained. Ashley moved in with her ex's family to find herself before our wedding. There was a stunned silence on the other end. She what? Yeah. So, I'm in Bali. My mom's voice, surprisingly, softened. Good for you, honey. Really? If a girl needs to live with her ex to figure out if she wants to marry you, she doesn't want to marry you. That was all the validation I needed. Thanks, Mom. Send pictures. Your dad wants to see the temples. That evening, a text came from a number I didn't recognize. It was Trevor's mom, Linda. Brett, this is Linda. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Ashley just needed some peace and quiet to think. Trevor being here is coincidental. I replied, Linda, with all due respect, my fiancé is living in your cottage with your son. She immediately countered, they're not sharing a room. The fact that she felt the need to specify that told me everything. You're being unreasonable, she shot back. I'm in Bali, I wrote. Seems pretty reasonable to me. She sent 3 more rambling paragraphs about maturity and commitment. I didn't reply. Instead, I posted a video of fire dancers at the beach. Ashley commented, "Really? Really?" I just replied with a heart emoji. Day 14. I'd extended my stay. The villa owner even gave me a discount. For a full month. Then Ashley did something I didn't expect. She went back home. Alone. Her text popped up. "I'm home. Trevor and I are just friends. Nothing happened. Can we please talk like adults?" How was this self-discovery? I asked. I discovered I want to marry you. After 2 weeks with Trevor, it wasn't like that, she protested. What was it like? We just talked about old times, about life, about relationships, about our relationships sometimes. And I realized I was scared of commitment, of forever. But I'm ready now. Because Trevor helped you realize that, I stated flatly. Stop making it sound dirty. I'm not, I replied. I'm in Bali, having revelations of my own. Like what? She challenged. Like I don't want to marry someone who needs her ex to convince her to marry me. 5 long minutes of silence. I'm trying to fix this, she finally typed. Fix what? I asked. I'm not broken. I'm in paradise. The wedding is in 6 weeks. What wedding? I hate when you say that, she screamed in text. The one where the bride ran away to her ex's house? That wedding's been canceled. We haven't canceled anything. Check your ring finger. Or what? Your ring? Where is it? In my jewelry box. I didn't want to lose it at the cottage. Interesting, I typed back. I never take mine off. Except I did 10 days ago. Where's your ring? She demanded. The same place as yours. Return to the store. You returned my ring. The sheer outrage in her text was palpable. My ring. I corrected. I bought it. And yes, that was an $18,000 ring. Yep, paid for a lot of Bali. Her next messages were a stream of capital letters, screaming, crying. I held the phone away from my ear, just reading them. You had no right, Brett. Ashley, you moved in with Trevor. The wedding was over the moment you packed your bags. I was coming back to do what? Marry me out of obligation because you'd already sent the invitations? Out of love. I typed. Love doesn't need 2 weeks at an ex's cottage to be sure. I'm calling the venues. We're keeping everything scheduled. Good luck with that, I replied. You need both signatures. This is theft. That ring was mine. It was a conditional gift, I explained. The condition was marriage. You broke the condition when you moved in with Trevor. I'll sue you. For what? I asked. Returning my own property after you abandoned our relationship? I didn't abandon anything. Ashley, you literally moved out to find yourself. That's abandonment. For 2 weeks. With your ex. She hung up. Minutes later, she posted on Facebook. Some people show their true colors when things get tough. I took some time for self-reflection and growth, and instead of support, I got abandoned. Grateful to know the truth before making a huge mistake. The comments started immediately, a battle between Team Ashley and Team Brett. I didn't engage. I just posted another Bali sunset. Day 20. The mutual friends started picking sides. My buddy James texted, Dude, did you really sell her ring while she was gone? Returned it. I corrected him. And she wasn't gone. She moved in with her ex for therapy, or whatever. I added, if you need your ex for therapy about your current relationship, you don't have a current relationship. Fair point, he conceded. Ashley's friend Nicole was less understanding. She sent me a literal novel about toxic masculinity and emotional manipulation. I replied with a photo of me learning to make pottery. Working through my toxic masculinity, one crooked vase at a time. She blocked me. Then Ashley hired a lawyer. Well, her dad hired one for her. Mr. Peterson, seriously, that was his name. He sent an email demanding half the value of the returned ring, $9,000. Plus her deposits back from all vendors, compensation for emotional distress, and a honeymoon tickets transferred to her name. I forwarded it to my cousin, who happens to be a lawyer. His response? LOL. Tell them to pound sand. He drafted a blistering reply. The ring was a conditional gift, condition not met. Vendor contracts required both parties' signatures. Emotional distress? She moved in with her ex-honeymoon, booked in my name, paid with my card. Ashley texted again, trying a new angle. Can't we handle this without lawyers? You hired the lawyer, I reminded her. My dad did. Same difference, I typed. I just want what's fair. Fair, I asked. Okay, calculate the cost of therapy I'll need after my fiancée moved in with her ex. I'll deduct that from the ring value. This isn't funny. Neither was finding out Trevor was there the whole time. He wasn't. He only came for a few days. Ashley, I replied, I don't care if it was a few hours. You chose to find yourself with your ex instead of working through things with me. I tried to talk to you when? Before or after you packed. My patience had worn thin. I'm done. My lawyer will handle this. Cool, she shot back. Mine too. Enjoy your self-discovery. That night, I posted a story of a traditional Balinese ceremony I'd been invited to. Caption: Some cultures believe in commitment. Wild concept. Ashley watched it within minutes. She didn't reply. It was day 30, my last day in Bali. The legal stuff fizzled out, just as my cousin predicted. Ashley's lawyer quickly realized she had no case. The ring was legally returned within the return period. The contracts needed both signatures. The emotional distress claim was laughable, given she was the one who abandoned the relationship for her ex. But the best part? Trevor reached out again. Hey man, just wanted you to know nothing happened between us. Trevor, I replied, I genuinely don't care. She chose you, bro, he insisted. No, she chose to run away. Then she chose to come back when I wouldn't play along. That's not choosing me. That's choosing convenience. She loves you. She loved the stability. I corrected him, the wedding, the life we built. But when it came time to commit, she ran to you. It wasn't like that, Trevor. She's your problem now. What? We're not together, he exclaimed. Give it time, I typed back. She'll need somewhere to stay when she realizes the wedding vendors are coming after her for the cancellation fees. You're not canceling? Can't. Need both signatures. But I'm also not paying. And I'm not showing up. That's cold. That's consequences, I concluded. 3 days later, I was back home. As I walked up to my apartment, there she was, Ashley, sitting on the steps. Puffy eyes, messy hair, looking utterly defeated. Can we talk? She whispered. Sure, I thought. Let's talk. We sat on the steps. I screwed up, she started. Yeah. I got scared. The wedding, the forever, all of it. Trevor was safe, familiar, no pressure. And I realized that's not what I want. I want you. The pressure, the commitment, all of it. I looked at her, really looked at her. She was still beautiful, still the woman I'd loved for 3 years. But she was also the woman who ran away to her ex when things got real. I can't, I said, the words heavy but firm. Brett, please, she begged. I can't marry someone who needs another man to validate our relationship. It wasn't like that. It was exactly like that. You couldn't figure out if you wanted to marry me, so you went to Trevor. What happens next time you get scared? Who do you run to then? There won't be a next time. You're right. There won't. She cried. She begged. She promised therapy, couples counseling, anything. Ashley, go home. This is my home, she sobbed. No, I said. It was. Now it's just my apartment. She left. Later, I saw her post one more Facebook rant about men who can't handle strong women needing space. This time, the comments were brutal. Even her own friends were pointing out that the Trevor thing was definitely weird. The wedding date came and went. I was in Vegas with the boys. I posted a single photo, dodged a bullet, caught a poker hand instead. Ashley texted, "This should have been our wedding day." My reply? It was, "I'm married. Self-respect. Beautiful ceremony. You should have been there." She didn't reply. Through mutual friends, I heard she started dating Trevor. 3 months later, they broke up. Why? Because after 5 months, she moved in with his family again, to find herself before meeting his extended family at Christmas. Trevor called me then. I get it now. Told you she'd be your problem, I replied. Some lessons cost $18,000. Mine bought me a month in Bali and the undeniable knowledge that when someone shows you who they are, someone who runs to their ex when things get tough, believe them the first time. The villa in Bali still send me birthday wishes. I might just go back next year. Still finding myself, after all, just doing it without someone who needs their ex to validate their choices. Oh, and the vendors. They eventually came after both of us for the cancellation fees. Ashley had to pay half, about $4,000. Her dad was furious. Me? Worth every single penny for the freedom. I still have that pottery vase I made. It's crooked, imperfect, and slightly useless. But at least it knows what it is, and it doesn't need its ex to figure that out. So, I want to hear from you. Have you ever been in a situation where someone just showed you their true colors? What would you have done if your fiancée ran off to her ex's family right before your wedding? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading every single one.